Okay guys, I know this is a strange way to start a recipe, but we need a 9 by 13 baking dish for this recipe. Now, to know whether or not, because sometimes we don't know how big our pan is, or you may be uncertain, and I just put a blue, this is a heat pad for my table. Try to show you on the back, it will tell you that this can be used in a conventional oven, and that it is, hang on, right here, oven, and that, let me just try to get this right, give me a second, microwave safe, and it says no stovetop use, no broiler use, and then here on the bottom, if I can get it positioned right, it says that this is a, if you can see that, a 9 by 13 pan. And over in this corner, if I can get it just right here, it tells you it's a 23 by 33 centimeter, or 3 liter. So all of your bakeware should have this information on the bottom. So this is how we're going to start. So this is our baking pan, which is a 9 by 13, and we're going to start off, second step, to preheat our oven to 375 degrees. Alright guys, so the next step is we have 1 stick of butter, and we're going to put it in the bottom of the pan and put it into the oven to melt. Alright guys, so while the butter is melting in the oven, we're going to let the butter probably take about 5 to 8 minutes, okay? Depending on your oven, so you just keep checking it. So we need to make the base for these bars, these anything bars. And I'm going to tell you why we're calling them anything, but in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to use banana nut crisps, which are these here that I got from my local grocery store. I think it was Kroger. And they're like biscotti. They're just hard pieces of bread or cookies that have been twice baked. And usually use them in coffee or hot chocolate or whatever. But I want to crush these into crumbs. I'm just going to use my rolling pin. I need 2 cups. If this doesn't make 2 cups exactly, I have vanilla wafers. Now this is called anything bread because you really only need 2 major ingredients. One is butter, and the other one is a can of condensed milk, which is this here. Okay. And this is a 14-ounce can of condensed milk. Other than that, everything else is changeable. So I'm going to start off with these banana nut bread. But if I need a filler, I can use vanilla wafers, or I could use graham crackers. I could just use vanilla wafer, or just use graham crackers. Whatever you have as far as cookies that you need to use up, you can do this. So I've just placed these into a Ziploc bag. I'm going to use my rolling pin, and I'm going to go ahead and crush these up, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is all I got, was about 1.5 cups. These are each a cup measurer. And so I need 1/2 cup more of some sort of cookie crumb. So I'm using the vanilla wafers, but I'm going to do the same method using the rolling pin to crush these. And then I'll bring you back when I have the pan out of. Alright guys, so here's our pan out. And we have melted butter. And you do want to either spray the sides with spray, or if you have a basting brush, or use a paper towel or something, and get your sides. Because you are going to be using condensed milk in this, sweetened condensed. And it will stick, and you will not be able to remove it. Trust me. We know this by fact. Trial and error. So we're just going to be sure that the sides are well coated. Now we're going to add our 2 cups of crumbs to this. So there's one, and there's the second one. And I'm just going to use the basting brush because I don't have a spoon handy. Now we're just going to take the back of our measuring cup here and kind of tap this down. Okay guys, so now I have my crumbs down in the pan. You don't have to pack it tightly. You just need to just put it there. It doesn't even have to be even, okay? And so now I am actually going to be using a cup of Heath English toffee bits. You can use anything you want in any combination. You could use peanut butter chips and chocolate chips. You could use white chocolate and dark chocolate chips, whatever. This is just what we're choosing to use. So, sorry, there's a fly there. So we're going to put our toffee bits on the bottom, sprinkle them 1 cup. And it's a pretty easy recipe to remember because you just keep it all in ones, 1 cup. Well, it's 2 cups for the crumbs. We already know that. And then we are going to put, I did some pecans because I had them and I decided to use them and I thought they would go nicely with the toffee as an extra crunch. So I just put those in the bag and used the rolling pin to kind of cut those up. I don't mind if they're in a little bit bigger pieces. So we're going to put those on top. And then we have our 1 cup of milk chocolate chips that I'm using. Like I said, you use whatever you have. So, you know, semi-sweet or dark chocolate or whatever. And this is the other ingredient that you have to have for this recipe. The filling part of it, which is the part that we just filled our base with, which you do have to have some sort of cookie crumb of some sort. And you have to have the butter because that's the binder for your crumb mixture, is you need to have your condensed, sweetened condensed milk. And we are just going to pour this over the top. And this should be plenty to cover. Just back and forth. And just pour it and cover your little bald spots over with it, I guess, or your little spots here. And then I'm going to use a spoon because I want to get everything out that I can, because you pay for it, you might as well use it. So here we go. So with that, we are going to put this into the oven for approximately 30 to 40 minutes, and then we will bring it out. Alright guys. Okay guys, this is our finished bars here, and now we're just going to cut them and I'll plate them and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so these are our finished anything bars. Means you can really put anything into them as long as you've got the first couple of ingredients of condensed milk, some sort of cookie crumble, and some butter. And then chocolate chips or peanut butter chips or butterscotch, whatever else you want to put in it, nuts, coconut, whatever. Though now I think I have another taste tester, so I'll move over here. You have a seat? See. I think he decided he's going to. So Steve's here, so I think he's going to give it a try. Let us know what he thinks. So you do need to let them set and cool in the pan so they'll set up correctly. You take them out too soon and they will fall apart. So my anything bars have toffee in them and pecans and chocolate.
There's toffee in them?
Yep.
Very good.
Alright, so we got approval. So these are anything bars. I hope you give the recipe a try. Please subscribe if you have not already done so, and we will see you guys on the next video. Okay guys, so the next step while the butter is melting in the oven is we need to make a base for this. And so we're going to use banana nut crisps, which are kind of like, oh crap, what they call them. They're hard pieces of bread, basically, that you use with coffee. They don't taste too bad, but they need to be used up. And we'll start this again.